Hi everyone, this is Anna Haferman, and today I want to show you how to E-wrap cast on a Brother KX-350. This will be the same on an LK150. It's just the levers are going to be the same, they're just labeled differently. I don't actually have an LK150, but I think they are 1 and 2 here. Those are the Russell levers, but it'll be the same position, so everything I'm going to show you here will apply to that too. Now today I want to show you how to E-wrap using the machine, using the carriage rather than E-wrapping with your fingers. I have another video using a metal bed Brother, and I'm hoping to do one for a silver Reed as well. But right now I'll show you this, and it's really easy and it makes a really nice E-wrap cast on. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a clip on my yarn and thread the machine. Now I've decided that I'm going to be knitting at tension 4 for whatever pattern I'm theoretically making. So for the cast on, I'm going to go down 2 whole numbers to tension 2. And then I'm going to put my these levers here, which are normal and pattern, I believe it stands for, put them down to pattern. And then I'm going to start here. This will be my first needle. I'm going to go across, and as you can see, which perhaps you can't, I'm not sure if you can see, but it has E-wrapped that needle. Then I'm going to take the next one out, do the same thing, left and right. And I'm just going to keep going until I get to all the stitches I need cast on. That's very easy. And this works, there are a lot of patterns call for an E-wrap cast on. It's in a lot of different things you'll see. And it can be difficult if you have issues with arthritis or even your eyesight. So this, or maybe you're just not really that good at it yet and you're wanting to get started. I remember not being that good at E-wrapping to begin with and finding it frustrating when I had to redo it every single time. Of course, that's probably how I learned to do it. But so now I've got everything I need cast on, and then I want to knit this row off. So I'm going to go back to normal, and then I'm going to go back up to my main tension, which was 4. And then the easiest thing to do is to push all your needles out. Sometimes it will knit off without pushing them out, but most of the time it doesn't. So just push them all out and knit across. And as you can see, it has picked up every stitch. And now we're going to go do a few rows, and then I'll take it off and show you the cast on. And when you get a few rows on there, you'll want to put your weights on. And now I'm going to show you, take these weights off. What I'm going to do is cut the yarn, and then if I knit across, it'll just release it. And then here's my cast on. It makes a nice even edge, stretchy. And there you have it. You can also do the automatic E-wrap using waste yarn and ravel cord. So I've got my ravel cord threaded. I want to be on tension 0, and then I want my levers on normal. And so I will pull out every other needle. I don't want that many. And then I knit across. Then I will hang my cast-on comb. Pull out the opposite needles. And knit back. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to go, that didn't knit. I'm going to go back to my main tension, which I'm going to do tension 4, and then knit about an inch. Then I'm going to hang some weights on the edges of the knitting, and my comb's falling off, so I'm just going to use the weights. And seem to be doing well. Then I will cut the waste yarn. And hang a clip on the end. Now I'll take my ravel cord, which is this little thing. I'm going to clip the end. And just feed it manually across. Now I want to set my carriage to so that I can do a free pass. So I'm going to put both of these levers down to P. Apologize, you can't see that. And that way I can knit, I can take the carriage across and it won't disturb anything. So now I am going to put my main yarn and clip that down. And set my carriage down 2 numbers from my main tension. I've got my carriage on the right settings after I did the free pass, so I've just got these 2 levers on P, which I think stands for part or pattern, I'm not sure. And then I pull out my first needle. I start my E-wrapping. Just pull out each needle one at a time. It actually goes fairly quickly once you get the hang of it. I'm reaching around the camera, so it's a little slower than you can actually do it. Just keep going till you get to the end of the bed, the end of your needles. And once you get your row cast on, go back to your main tension, and that was 4. Put these levers back on in and knit. Go a little slow on that first one so it picks everything up. Now I'm going to cut this so I can show it to you. Take off my weights and clips. once the yarn is cut and you knit across, it just releases it because this has nowhere to go. So you take your, there it is. So this was our waste yarn, the gray, and then there's our ravel cord, and then there's our main yarn. We pull out the ravel cord. And it just comes right apart. And there's our E-wrapped edge. And as you can see, it's very even. And fairly painless. So thanks very much. And if you like my videos, click subscribe and like, because I'm going to start doing a few more. I've only got a couple so far, but we'll see.